On my way back, we went past the factory and that's when we saw Tracy heading in. Amy will back me up.
Why were you reluctant to tell us this?
Because I didn't want to speak ill of the dead or stitch anyone up. We saw Frank on the road back to the village. I told him that Tracy was looking for him.
Why did you say that?
Why else was she going in there? I know now for Billy, but I thought she was just looking for her dad.
How did Mr. Clayton react?
He was dead jumpy. And at the time, I thought he was just still fuming because he'd been sacked. Jay was a right cockroach about it.
But now?
I've been going over and over and over it since the fire, and he didn't seem angry. He seemed scared.
Why do you think he seems scared?
I'm not going to point out the obvious for you.
Kerry, I'd like to remind you that you're still under...
Yeah, fines, prison, and consequences for not telling you everything. I get it.
Why do you think Frank Clayton seemed scared when you told him Tracy Metcalf was heading into the factory at that time?
Because he knew what his daughter was about to walk into. Because he was the one that had just been in there. Robbed the joint, messed with the security and set the place alight. Vanessa, I'm so sorry. I tried to keep it to myself, but he kept pushing us.
Miss Wyatt, there's no need.
Look, the only reason that I mentioned Frank being weird up at the factory was because they knew that I was there.
You saw him?
Yeah, we both did. Just before we saw Tracy heading in. Is that not what he's been telling you?
No, that would be unprofessional.
He was asking if I'd had any more ideas why Dad might have gone inside.
Kerry's already told you, hasn't she? Because he was saving me.
But how did Dad know you even needed saving Tracy? If he was innocent in all this...
Vanessa, why are you saying all that in front of him? Look, Dad didn't do this, right? It wasn't him. No matter how it may seem, anyone will tell you. Won't they? Come on, Kerry, you work with him, you know he wouldn't do this.
I didn't want to ruin his memory, darling.
Why is no one standing up for him? Billy, you were his mate, you know, and you don't. Come on! He couldn't have done this. He was our dad.
Tracy! Wait!
Don't, Amy, don't!
How could you say?
There was no other way. Trust us.
We killed him and now you're slagging him off, lying to the police about him.
Goldberg knew that something was up. He was threatening us with all sorts and I had to throw them off the scent, otherwise they'd be looking at us. I had no choice. I didn't want to, but Frank... Well, it can't hurt him now, can it?
What about his family? Tracy's in bits.
Listen, I feel awful about that. Can it help that now?
You reckon you're doing this for the both of us, but I don't want any part of it. Or you. And you reckon you're not the same mama I knew? Well, you're not. Because she was half oblivious, but you know exactly what you're doing. You're disgusting.